February has been the longest fucking month.
It's day 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to navigate all of the things, you know, that are necessary. So I got a lot of balls in the air. And let's see. Tuesday, I came to class, and I realized, I need an iPad to be able to do what I need to do to mark on the day. I need an iPad, a new iPad. So I've had an iPad, but this is something that I need for me in school right now. But the brake light came on in my car. And that's where those grown woman decisions come in. Like, you got to see about the brake because you can't do shit without a car without brakes. So I called the mechanic. The you know he we ordered the part. The part came in after the snow. He was like, okay, come on, let's put the part on. And the lights, once he got the part on, the whole fucking dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree. And I was like, hold on, buddy. And so, we talked about it, we rectified it, but I had made that decision that, let me hold off on buying the iPad depending on how much it's going to cost to get this brake light off. In the midst of this shit, other shit is happening. You know what I'm saying? So I got one who's at her first year of college, and she texted, and she was like, I don't know about today, but I'm really missing y'all. And I was like, okay, bet. I love you. I'm taking a nap because it's been one hell of a day. I'll catch you. I'll FaceTime you later. And her sister, asked her how she was doing. We both reassured her we loved her, but you in college. You ain't in jail, baby. So, at any time, we can come down there. And she's dealing with a lot, but she's also doing amazing. I'm going to try to make it down for her induction for the National Honor Society or whatever. It's big for her. It's big for me. It'll be a pleasure and an honor to go celebrate that with her. But thankfully, I do have some family in the city that could do it in my absence. And my sister was like, she has a village. Send me the information. So I'm dealing with that. And my mom has some things going on with her health that I'm also having to deal with. So I'm in the midst of raising kids, raising parents, trying to return to school, hold down the household, and then I still have one at home, and she is, in that middle school shit that goes on, and then, she got this emotional support, fancy designer breed dog that needs certain love and attention and stuff like that, and so they're emotionally supporting everybody. I'll tell you, Tuesday was like a day from hell, and that was the third, 2 days ago, and the bitch didn't shed not one tear. Do you hear me? I didn't shed one tear. I made decisions, and I chopped it up to, let me get the car fixed. Let me see what's going on with the car and the brakes. And then I did go, once he assured me that he had everything done, I was like, okay, I'm going to look for an iPad. When to look for the iPad, Best Buy said Apple is pulling them. He can't order them. There's none in the store. You got to go up, right, in gigabytes, which means go up another $100. Buddy, go find that motherfucking iPad that's $299, and then find me the cheapest pen and bring that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have time to play with Apple and Best Buy and all of these things. Um, and then today, I had to put all of that shit in a compartment, like the glove box or the armrest or this little, I had to put all that shit because it was my first exam. And I'm starting to understand the saying more and more, to whom much is given, much is required. Um, and I understand that. And I understand when people be saying God don't put too much on you, that He don't put more on you than you can bear. That's a lie. He will, but it'll either make you or break you. And I refuse to fucking break. I refuse to break. I may break down. I may cry. I may even goddamn shut down for a minute. But I'm gonna get back up because that's all I've ever seen was women in my life and the women who raised me get the fuck back up. What choice do we have? Because we realize there is not anybody coming to save us. We have to save us. But what I am going to do is, I had therapy yesterday. She said if anything came up to reach out. This just got to earn her money. Do you hear me? And my therapist is so cool. I was telling her something, and she said that sounds like some teenage shit, and we both bust out laughing. And she said if you need to your therapist quote of today, use that. But she ain't gonna believe this shit here. She is definitely not going to believe this. But one thing I'll say is I'm grateful for the support that I have because it really was needed. It was so welcomed. It was so loving that it's it's changing a little outlook. Now I have to put some boundaries up. I have to find work life school balance. Oh, I applied for a job at the hospital because I want to get my foot in the door at the hospital so that I can, meet people, network, and work my way to the lab. My background didn't come back cleared because of my entrepreneur job that I've been doing. Not anything criminal, not anything, bad. It's for a fucking job. So what I'm going to do today, and I didn't decide this shit until today because that was a text message I got on, email I got on Tuesday too, that your background ain't checked because, your unemployment, your entrepreneur, your self-employment for this, it doesn't check out. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to reach out to the HR manager and I am going to thank him for the opportunity, but also tell him no thank you. Because if the reason why you holding your little hospital job as a registrar, I ain't even doing much. Reason why you holding that job is because I was out here trying to build my own shit and you're going to hold it up. I don't want it. God got something better for me. So I'm going to reach out as polite as I can. I don't want it. And am I in a position to be turning down jobs? No, because I wanted a job to get my foot. I wanted this job. I went through all kind of hoops and all kind of shit. But God is faithful, and I am a go-getter, and I don't stop. So before I got offered the job, boom, they had rejected me for that job last Tuesday. They was like, no, the position been eliminated. Cool. So when they offered me a job, they didn't even say what the position was, what the hours was, but it wasn't what I applied for. PRN, so I could work it with my school schedule and around my kids' schedule. They hired me for something else, which could be 12 hours. I didn't sign up for that shit. Okay, so thank you, but no thank you. But before they offered me the job, I introduced myself to somebody and told her what job I really wanted, and she said, email me. The school is having a job fair on Monday. There's no better way to get a job than to sell myself to those who do the hiring. So the little job, the little background check where I didn't pass it because entrepreneurship, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Keep your little funky ass job because I realized I cheated myself. I didn't negotiate the salary. I didn't ask for what I really wanted. I met them in the middle, and boom, they offered it. Looked at the resume, knew I knew what I was doing, and boom, they offered me what I asked for instead of me asking for the top dollar. I ain't making that mistake again. So, thank you, but no thank you. The lesson in all of this is it's going to always be something, but I won't complain. You know what I'm saying? And I can't give up now. I listened to all of those songs today to prepare for this exam. So, what I'm going to do, I got to go pick up groceries, and I don't know what else I'm going to do, but I'm going to treat myself to some fucking lunch until it's time for him to fix the brakes, and then I am going to go home and do my homework and stuff and get ready for tomorrow because it's another day. You know what I'm saying? Another chance to get it right. And I thank God that I have every opportunity because to whom much is given, much is required. And I'm required to share this shit with you so you know that you ain't the only one that's going through it.